Guys, it's the Dwarf King here. Today, for my first video, we're going to be doing some World of Tanks. Uh, right off the bat, I'm just going to use the T-29. It's the biggest tank I got, America-wise. Artillery kind of sucks, but, I just have it because most of my friends are like, we have no artillery, blah, 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 blah. So I was like, why not do a mix? But these are all the tanks that I have. I have a variety of different nations. As you can see, America, the T-29, notorious heavy tank. This tank is a beast of the battlefield, like huge beast. Uh, don't really know a lot about artillery tanks. I really don't. I'm a history buff, but when it comes to artillery pieces, I can't tell you jack tilly twat. I got Great Britain, the Black Prince, part of the Churchill line. Churchills are great tanks, but they're easy to pierce. I mean, I have a Tiger 1 variant. It's a premium tank. Basically, it's just an overpowered version of the original. This is after the Tiger 1. Tiger 1, another notorious tank for World War II. It was literally everyone's worst nightmare. If you came up against a tiger, if you came up against a black tiger panther, there you go. I couldn't freaking think of it I was thinking of smite for a second. I don't even know what I was thinking. But the tiger, the panther, the king tiger, all of those tanks were feared by most of the allies. And I love the tiger tank. Now this looks nothing like the tiger tank. Paint job wise and turret and all the decorations on it. It's just a reskin that I got for playing the game for so long, and it gives me extra credits and stuff. That's basically all it is. This ain't a mill. Again, I can't tell you much about this tank destroyer. Personally, I can't, but it is a very nice tank. Again, with the German artillery pieces, I really can't. I can't tell you a darn thing. All I could tell you about the Hummel is it has a Flak 88 just mounted on it. Just poof. Flak 88 for no reason. And mobile. Japan. Their tanks suck. They're worth nothing. And a lot of these are just concept designs that Wargaming has brought in and made like realistic and made them come to life. But most of these tanks weren't even tanks. They were just scrap designs. They're blueprints, never really produced. Maybe one or two were ever produced. So it's nice to have some of that. And I mean, there's more tanks to it. I mean, we have Japan, like I said. We have China, France, United Kingdom, Germany, USSR, or Soviet Russia, whichever one you want to call it. America. We have Italy, Poland, Sweden, and Czechoslovakia. I totally missaid that, but it is what it is. But today, we're just going to go ahead and take the T-29 into action. The T-29 is my favorite tank. My favorite tank out of all. Now, if we're going to talk about American World War II tanks, shoot. The M4 Sherman was easily the most known American tank during World War II. Definitely during the African campaign, the push into Italy, and D-Day. But by then you had a bunch of different variants. There we go. Variants. I don't know where I was going with that. Variants. It's kind of dumb. Variants of the M4. You had the M4. You had the M4 Jumbo. You had a variant that equipped a flamethrower to it. You had some that were had mine sweepers on front. So basically what it was a huge bar. And when you activated it, put it down and activated it, it would swirl these big long chains, and if it hit a mine, it would strike it. That way it would easily make the tank be safe. I mean, World War II, America had a lot of mass-produced tanks, like mediocre tanks. The USSR or Soviet Russia definitely mass-produced T-34s, T-28s, not T-28s, that's American. Speaking of which, there's a T-28 prototype right there. T-34s definitely were scary. They just pushed it out manufactured. I mean, once it hit snow, Hitler was like, didn't pack any clothes, anything. The Sherman's about to get hit. 3, 2, get out of my way, get out of my way. Oh, that looked like fun. That's what that was. Yeah, he just got. Oh, look at his body. It fell off the bridge. It's just a burning wreck of an M4. Now, that was the M4 Sherman, or Jumbo Sherman. It had more plate armor on the front, so it wasn't as easy to pin because M4s it had like no thickness, no nothing, easy like butter. You shoot a HE shell in it, butter, it's gone, and it was really sad. And a lot of crews at first learned, like before the Tigers or the Panthers were even invented, right? So we're still at the Panzer IV-H, Panzer IIIs. A lot of those, uh, a lot of those tanks, most people knew about the Comet, which was a British tank, very compact. The crews didn't like it. It had malfunctioned all the time. Not a lot of crews liked it. Then the M4 came out, and they saw how spacious and roomish it was, and our allies were like, "Hey, I like this." So we started exporting them out to people. How did I miss that? Uh, but then people learned it was literally a death trap on wheels. It was so easy to pin, no armor. You go into battle, you get a Panzerfaust or a Flak 88 on you. I mean, it was just butter. Anything shot through it. It was easily death traps. And a lot of people learned to really hate them. But the British made the Firefly. I think that's what it was called. The Sherman Firefly. I think it. Don't quote me, but I think that's what it was called. The Firefly. Basically, they took the M4, put a bigger cannon on it, and elongated the barrel, which is the front. Right now, I'm rocking the 120 millimeter. This thing's a beast. Over like 200 pin at I forgot the yards of it. But I mean, yeah, I love the T-29. This is like my favorite heavy tank. Now, the beginning of the war, after I stopped ranting about whatever it was. Okay. Uh, the T1 Heavy. The T1 Heavy had its flaws. Its gun was bad, but it had armor, but it was slow. The T1 Heavy wasn't bad at first. So still in the stages of Panzer IVs, Panzer IIIs, that stage, it was okay. It was reliable to an extent. Now the most victorious ones out of the heavy line for America would always be Vietnam. You had the Patton. The Patton was a great tank, but it was really bulky. We used that up to the Korean War. I'm trying to think of more tanks off the top of my head. And man, I'm having trouble today. Good gracious. Well, I'm sorry, guys. Until I think of another one, we'll just talk about the T-20. What is this? T-29. It's so late at night. I don't even know why I'm up right now. Okay, listen here, Vanguard. On the move, lead the shot. Oh, no. I missed the shot. Artie, what are you doing? Buddy, what are you doing? Come on. You don't let that... What are you doing? Oh, I guess he was AFK. The Vanguard I don't know what he's doing right now. I really don't. He's trying to take out the arty piece, which is right there. Okay, he got the arty piece. Let's see on the mini map. What's he moving to? What's he moving to? He's moving to flank. Alright, he's moving to flank, so we're going to go meet him. Or try to stop him at least. Give him a little bit of a wall. Now, the problem with the T-29 is its turret is amazing. Hard to pin, great hold down tank. Fantastic. If you're exposed like this and they can see your chassis, you're gone. Just like the M4 and the M4 Jumbo is a butter. Anything can pin it, really. It's bad. That's why I normally go hold down in this tank, which basically means all the enemy can see is the turret, which is fantastic for me because they can't pin it unless it's from the side. But there wasn't much. Oh, there you are. What's up? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he jukes me, man. That's just not even fair. Alright, let's see if I can get another reload shot. Maybe? Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. The 120 that I have on here is really accurate, but you can't just fire shots like that, as you can see twice in a row right now. With juking it, it's just bad. It's horrible. But that wasn't a good game on my part, mainly for the fact that one of the tanks slow. It's not really that fast. I mean, if you look at my team, you have way better tanks. You have the Centurion, great British heavy. T-32, that was produced right after the T-29. The IS-5, fantastic tanks of the USSR. T-44, another great one. The T-69 is an American autoloader, which is good but bad. The French autoloaders were way better. Like, we're talking about the AMX series. The AMX series of tanks were beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Of course, they had Panther II, Jag Panther, the Ferdinand, very nice and known tank destroyers of the German line. You had a Jumbo Sherman. You had the Oni, which was concept-wise, what they wrote up was a Japanese heavy tank, which was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's massive. And the Comet, again, very known for the African campaign in World War II. Definitely the British go-to medium tank. You can't really do anything about it. Oh, my arm. Now, I'll go ahead and show you the Oni, now that I'm talking about it. The Oni is insane. Go to tanks over here. We'll just scroll down to Japan. Where are you at there? That's the Oni. The Oni is such a massive tank. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so glad they never built these. Which, even if they did, the diesel power made behind these things, it could never move. It was just so encumbered. It's ridiculous. It has two regular sized turrets on the front and one big gun on the so technically, in reality, if this was never made, you had one big boom stick, so I'm going to call it the boom stick. You had one big boom stick, and you had two smaller boom sticks, and then you had a bang stick. I'm calling this the bang because it's a machine gun. So I'm going to call it the bang stick. So now, from now on, if we ever do these videos, you got a boom, a big boom, smaller booms, bang. That's exactly what we're going to call it from now on. But definitely a absolute beast. Absolute beast. Like, you can look in the compartments of it, like, it's massive. Engine power of 1,100 horsepower. That's just, no. No. Like, I don't care what this game says. There's no way you can make that big of an engine for this and have it work. Now, I could definitely be wrong. Right here, the thing of it had two different types of engines in it, apparently. It's had two Type 98 V12 1100s. I mean, I don't know if that actually existed or not. I don't know a lot about the Japanese engineering of tanks. The only really big thing out of World War II, Japanese wise, was their navy and the Zeros. The Zeros. Well, just go watch the movie Pearl Harbor and you'll find out what a Zero is real fast. They're ridiculous. And by the way, thanks Japan for Pearl Harbor, jerks. No, I'm kidding. They're one of our better allies nowadays. For sure. We'll go ahead and do another game in the T-29. Hopefully, I can get more action for you guys. Hopefully. I don't know if I will or not. But I had an old channel called the Warrior 12. I deleted it. I didn't like how it was going. And so we're going to regroup, and we have this now. The Dwarf King 8. Now, since we're waiting on a queue, I'll tell you the reason why my name on Xbox and I decided to name my YouTube The Dwarf King 8. I am a super nerd. Super nerd. Okay, we're talking Harry Potter, Star Trek, more Star Trek Beyond because it's more of my generation. Lord of the Rings, definitely. Hobbit, definitely. I like the Warhammer game franchises. I love Dungeons and Dragons. And if I go and compare every single race in Lord of the Rings / Hobbit or Warhammer, dwarves are my favorite, and there's a reason for it. In Lord of the Rings / Hobbit, even though Hobbit came... The Hobbit was set... I'm not even going to get into it. I'm not going to nerd out. We don't have time in this video. But basically, the dwarves, they're stubborn. And they're technologically advanced. They're miners. They're a hardy people, and they're a loyal people, and I love that. Now, mankind, we already know what that's like. Mankind is a little dumb. But the elves, they kind of stick to themselves, okay? Think of it this way. If you ever seen Lord of the Rings, I'm Gimli. I'm the little dwarf. Legolas, which are the elves, they protect their homeland and their region. They never adventure out. They never try to take territory. They defend what is theirs. Their by birth, their righteous land. In the books is what it was called. And that's what they protect. Man defends and conquers. And then, of course, you have the orcs, which are just... the orcs. I'm not going to get into the orcs, because that's just... self-explanatory just by the name of the creatures, orcs. We had goblins as well, so I can't really say anything. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to try to cut off this rover. Now, the rover is a light tank. I guess it's a new premium tank in the game. I'm not for sure yet. We have a T-20 that has spotted me. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So we're going to back up here just a tad bit before I get shot in the booty. Which I don't want to happen at all. Beautiful shot. Oh, no, he got away. He got away. I'm going to try to, if I don't get shot, sneak my way up here in a position. If I can. I'm trying to take cheap shots. Oh, got him right there. Right there. Beautiful shot. Now, because of my detection range, I can't really see any of the tanks up on that ridge. For the sole purpose and fact that my viewfinder, my port, where's that little telescope right there, it can't see visibly from that range. And I'm going to get destroyed. I'm going to die here. I guarantee it. That skull cap needs to go away. Hey, skull cap. Bye, skull cap. You're going to get shot in the lower plate because it's your weak point. Or you can stop. That's fine, too. Yeah, he tried to snapshot me. That's not working. So let's go for the viewfinder port, which is the little slit in the middle of his tank right there. Alright, that worked. Beautiful. We still have a skull cap over here that thinks he's the crap. Yeah, back up. You hurt. So we just took a hit from the hammer. Again, going for the viewport because it's one of the weak points of the tank. Beautiful shot, 308 damage. You're going to try to go around us. which is not going to work if I can track you in time. 2 seconds. Ah, they're already... Now, the AMX is a French artillery. And those are beautiful artillery pieces. Very fast, very accurate. Okay, why did you do so much damage to me? Could you not? Ah, and the skull cap finished me. Wow, really? Okay, I didn't even notice. That was on my part. I didn't even notice our team was depleted that fast. That's ridiculous. I've never seen a team get taken out so fast in my life. Good gracious. I've never seen that happen. We've just had crap games. We've had crap games so far, and I do apologize for that. I'm not the best at World of Tanks. You'll find, like, I have my days. I have my good days, my bad days. It was just a bad day today. Well, I say today, but it's 2 in the morning. I just wanted to get a video up. The video is definitely my first. I didn't do a lot of videos beforehand on my old channel. I think I had like 3 or 4 videos. I'm horrible at these things, so don't judge me for that. But it would be nice if you'll click the subscribe button and like the video and leave a comment what video I'm going to do next. I can do anything from PUBG to World of Tanks. I have World of Warships, which I probably will be my next video, World of Warships. I can do Black Ops 4. I can do Rainbow Six Siege. Minecraft videos. Really anything. Anything you guys want me to do, I will definitely try my best to do it. But like I said, it would be very nice and appreciative if you can hit the subscribe button and hit a like on this video. And hit that bell icon so you'll be notified as soon as a new video is popped up. And I'll see you guys later. I really appreciate you guys tuning in on my first video. I hope there's more to come. I hope you'll keep liking and giving me information of what I need to do. Guide me in the right direction. I count on y'all. I always count on my fan base, even though I have none right now. But we're going to change that in the future. We're going to go high standards. Now, before I leave, I'm going to get a shout out to my buddy, Pterodactyl. Totally said it wrong. It's not pterodactyl. It's pterodactyl. But go search him up on YouTube. I'll put him in my channel list. Me, him, a few of our buddies do hilarious Siege videos, Destiny 2 videos, Battlefield 4, Halo. It's hilarious. Go check him out. He's a good dude. He does great content. Very well, dude. I would love if you guys can go subscribe to him and tell him that the Dwarf King sent you. Because he's my buddy. He's like a brother to me. Great guy. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Ciao.